Hello, everyone. Today's video is going to be a little bit shorter. My name is Chris, and I work with student organizations and leadership here at ASU. And I just wanted to talk to you all today about what exactly is leadership, and more specifically, what does it leadership look like? The most common thing people think of when they think of leadership is they focus on that formal aspect. You have to have a title, you have to have X, Y, or Z. And admittedly, in the written format, sometimes that's easier to share. It's a lot easier to share a leadership position on a resume than it is to share about the time you were the initiator behind this grand idea, or the fact that you're a leader because you're working full time while balancing a course load. Um, Leadership comes in many different forms, and everybody has leadership. The trick is being able to recognize it, and the phrase you'll hear a lot is articulate that experience, whether that is in the form of an interview, of an application, of any of these sort of things. And realistically, when you talk about these sort of moments, it's okay to brag. Whether you're doing this in an interview, or whether you're doing this on an application, or in any other area or realm, bragging is okay. You are talking about, as a leader, instituting meaningful change. That can be in the lives of those around you, your own life, an organization that you're working with. A variety of different things come into play when you're talking about this idea of instituting meaningful change. What's important when you talk about leadership, talking about the actions you in particular took, and in turn, what the results of that process were. Um, so, for example, our office has started a lot of this recent leadership programming. And if I was going to talk about that as a leadership experience, I wouldn't just say our office came together and decided leadership experiences needed to take place, and therefore we started them. I would talk about the fact that our staff focused on what the experience we wanted our students to have were. We identified the best method for getting that information across. In turn, I took those experiences and talked to staff at the university from various departments that may already be providing those experiences, and how we could incorporate that into a more streamlined approach for students. We developed marketing for this, we developed logos for this, we developed results. What do students get out of this? The result has been hundreds of students engaging with us, whether it be viewing videos, whether it be attending our Achievement and Influence seminar, or whether it be applying for and participating in our Development and Exploration Certificate, or even providing other ideas, things they would like to see take place. All of this resulted in many more students engaging with our office as a whole, many more students being able to focus on and recognize leadership experiences in their own lives that they could then talk about outside of outside of the specific term leadership, and students engaging with offices in new ways that perhaps they hadn't had the chance to connect with before, creating new connections across the university, which in turn allowed for more innovative approaches to problems being able to take place. That experience sounds much more creative, much more thorough than just saying we decided leadership experiences needed to happen and we instituted them. And that is kind of the things you need to focus on. You have leadership experience, whether you were a USG president, or if you were just someone who had to work full time to support yourself while being a student. That means you have a great deal of experience with things like managing a schedule, holding yourself accountable, ensuring that jobs get done well enough that you can complete all of these things while you are demonstrating certain levels of commitment. In these areas, you can affect creative change. You are doing things that impact yourself. You are doing the things that impact those around you. You are doing things that impact the communities you connect with. And in turn, in some cases, maybe you're even doing things that have larger institutional effects that you can talk about. But all of these affect change, and all of these demonstrate leadership. You have a chance to share about this, and you have a chance to talk about this, brag about yourself. When someone asks you any of these sort of experiences, talk about it. Focus on recognizing those leadership experiences. Even if you are not the leader in an organization, are you the one who gets everybody together to go grab lunch once a week? Even if you're not the one who leads the organization officially, are you the one who steps up and takes minutes at every meeting? That is a leadership experience because you are creating a record for the organization. Even if you're not, maybe you're not involved in any organizations, you come to school and you're like, I'm just here to be a student. Well, that still demonstrates a certain level of leadership because you're showing off a commitment to your field. You're showing off a willingness to dive in depth into the items associated there. Maybe you're a leader because of the hobbies you participate in, and you've had experiences there where you've created something, you've done something to make a change. These are the sort of things you want to focus on and keep in mind when we talk about the fact that everybody has leadership experiences and you just need to recognize them.